Hello. Wait, does this work? Hold on. Am I only coming out of one side of the is it? Hold on. Ah, let's see here. No, my OBS is saying yeah, left only audio. Yeah, hold on. Can I fix this? Give me a second here, guys. Is it possible to fix? Dev's on time and he fucks it up. Why is it only in the left ear? I don't know. I should be able to make it mono, right? Hold on. Fix it. Fix it. I'm working on it. Give me a second. What's going on, guys? In the meantime, while I work on this. God damn it. Keep it solo, Dev. Is the right ear for Naomi. Naomi's not here today. Hold on. Oh, no, I'm just having some coffee real quick. Okay. What's going on, guys? What's the scoop? Hold on. I'm in my sound settings now. Oh, I can't. Why can't I set it to mono? What is this bullshit? I got a 3-hit combo on Rima during last night's roast. You're still simping, eh, buddy? I know something's wrong with my audio. I'm trying to fix it. But I don't know what to do. Well, that's not it. Yeah, I don't know how to make a source mono. Have you tried plugging it in and out? Thanks for the $2, Festiva. More like fat otaku. Ha, got him. Ha 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 ha. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna try to fucking fix this. God damn it. God damn it. No, that's not it. Okay. What if I added... And what if I did this? Okay, it's just doubling my voice. That's stupid. Oh, wait, hold on.
Wait, how is it now? Is it okay now? Oh no, two devs. Oh, Zontar, thanks to the fiver. Apparently, people outside Ontario aren't familiar with Elmira's appearances and are shocked when I want their North Star line for my renovation. Crap sound? Wait, now it's like you're speaking through a can. What do you mean? What the? Hold on.
Okay, how about now? No. That's no good. God fucking damn it, why doesn't this work? Much. Yeah, they're like every other program that I've used has a way to just like fill in. Okay, here it is. Holy fuck. Okay, I found it. What a dumb way to try to get that fucking... Okay. There we go. Oh my god. What a dumb place for that option to be. In every other program I've used in a much more obvious location. Were you just in the toilet? No. But thanks, man. Okay, what's going on, chat? Now that I'm actually, like, here and present and ready, what's going on? Classic Dev trying to both sides everything. Now you have no Dev Vader voice anymore. Was it Dev Vader before? Oh, man. Coffee. Oh. Clavicular daughter or Nux Taku's son? Oh my god. Oh my... That's a rough one, isn't it? I don't know. Thanks for the $5, dude, but I'm not sure. I don't know how to answer that one. So yeah, like, listen, I don't know who that chibi guy is. That, like I said, I don't know who this guy is on Twitter, and I was like, he seems like he's an okay guy though, and like Twitter lost its fucking mind at me. Who is that Chibi Reviews guy? Been a fan since your Fooly Cooley review long ago. Just wanted to let you know. Oh, thanks, dude. Dude, that's like fucking 15 years ago. Damn. That was like 2009. Thank you. Live and learn. Hanging on the edge of... No, I'm still sick. Just, I'm 90% better. I'm 90% better, okay? What happened was, fucking a week and a half ago, Dave comes home, the fucking disgusting disease vector that he is, and he has COVID again. And so he gets all of us fucking sick. If it weren't for Dave, we wouldn't be getting sick. Like, existing in close proximity to a sick man for as long as we fucking have to, living in the same house. And Dave just gets sick, like, fucking constantly. Fuck. I can hear the congestion, yeah. So, I'm like mostly good now. I'm 90% better, meaning like all my energy's returned, my throat isn't sore anymore, my chest isn't like congested anymore. My I don't have the headache, the sinus headache is gone. Now it's just kind of a runny nose and that's it. He's an anime YouTuber whose GF cheated on him with one of his friends, and then his whole friend group sided with the cheaters. But also, he was also another right-wing anime guy. Damn. Thanks for the membership, dude. I had a nice Valentine's date with a femboy yesterday. We watched the 2013 movie Her while cuddling. Crazy how it predicted the present state of AI. Awesome. And then another one, grad school is trying to kill me. Also COVID-19 and the big 2026 is wild. Yep. Did you plat that, femboy? Okay. Coffee's happening. Coffee's working out. No femboy plapping, just cuddling. That's gay. It's gay. Okay, chat. So, how do I get rid of the verified status in Discord? I want a fence sitter role. I don't fucking know. Happy late Valentine's Day. Thank you, man. Naomi is still sick, by the way. That's the main reason she's not with us today. She's still fucking sick. Statistically speaking, there's got to be something wrong with Chibi Reviews as a person if like all his friends did him like that. I mean, maybe, but sometimes you just have a bunch of bad friends, I've been in that situation before where I was like, oh, turns out like all my friends are shit, and I had to basically reorient my life. That's happened a couple times. That's because your friends were right wingers. Actually, no. Like I did go through the whole losing all the right wing friends a couple years ago, but I mean, part of the deep lore of this channel is back in like 2017, I lost a bunch of left wing friends because I didn't have Trump derangement syndrome. You know, like Trump term 2 is fucking insane, but Trump term 1 was like was a nothing burger, legitimately. People acting like the two terms are the same. They are not. Like Trump term 1, he just like sat in his thumbs for 4 years basically, and people were screaming that he was like a dictator back then, and he wasn't. He wasn't in term 1. He became one in term 2, but in term 1, like people legitimately lost their minds over fucking nothing, and I said so, and I lost a bunch of left wing friends. When will you play games with Sargoy again? I tell him to play games with Dev again in his live chat and comment section many times. He doesn't even acknowledge them. I think Sargon doesn't really acknowledge the chat unless it's a super chat because his chat's too busy. But also, man, I'm not friends with Sargon anymore. $5 from Moist Loaf. I don't know why, but my feeds turned into almost 100% black pill last week. I think Twitter is trying to enforce my forever aloneness chud status. It's okay, dude. You'll find a GF eventually. You're gonna go watch Freerun season 2. Is that friend the femboy? Are you abandoning us for fucking femboys? I thought you said you had resolved your conflict and Sargon was just shy to get in contact again. Yeah, like he apologized, but like the friendship's over, man. It's not like everything went back to normal. It's been nearly 2 years since we stopped hanging out. Like I don't think that's coming back, dude. I think it's just over. Hmm. Coffee is one of the greatest inventions. Listen, okay? Slavery was worth it. But like putting people on plantations, yeah, like it was a moral evil for sure. But coffee's really fucking good. Oh yeah. WTF. Thomas Jefferson ass argument. I know you get this all the time, but why don't you talk about Canadian politics at least sometimes? Dude, nothing's happening in Canada. Canada's boring as fuck right now. There's like nothing going on in Canada. Slavery is always bad. I know, Big Joe. I'm just joking. I'm joking around. I'm joking. But yeah, like in Canada, politics is boring right now. There's not much going on. Things are just chilling. We're just chilling in Canada, dude. Dev is a wannabe American. I mean that too. If I could move to the States, I would. If I could move to the States, I would. I think even considering the Trump situation, I still would. Isn't Canada still trying to open Made up to minors? I'm not sure. Let me see. What's the latest Canadian Made situation? Canada Made. Yeah, listen, the whole Made thing in Canada is one of those ways that progressives were just like completely fucking wrong. Oh, the latest controversy is that on March 17th, 2027, the extension of Made to individuals whose sole condition is mental illness will be eligible. So basically, like, So the idea of MAID, if you're going to move to the USA, what state would you want to move to? A cheap one, probably. Okay. So listen, the initial idea of MAID in Canada was like, let's make euthanasia legal. And we're going to do it so that, like, grandma who's 98 years old and is going to suffer for the next 6 months will just load her up with morphine and let her just kind of overdose on morphine and drift away, right? That was the initial intention for MAID. But then they began to, like, loosen the restrictions on it. And now the latest fight is they're trying to make it so that it's not just, oh, you're really old, or oh, you have an incurable disease it's going to be painful for you and you just want to opt out. No. Now they're like, okay, do you have depression? And do you have depression? Do you want to kill yourself? Well, here, we'll treat your depression by letting you fucking kill yourself. Like, it's so stupid. It's so ridiculous. But if the only consideration is going to be consent, if that's the only moral axis you're operating on is does the person consent, well, then you have no argument against this, right? And that's kind of the MAID is one of the things that like really shows the weaknesses of the progressive position on morality. It's like, no, there are other moral concerns beyond just consent. I would never want to move to the States myself, but if I had to choose, I wouldn't mind living in Seattle, Washington, or Chicago, Illinois. Well, hold on. Aren't black people treated better in Canada than America, though, Sean? Like, that's one big part of it, isn't it? Do you have seasonal depression? Here's MAID. Yeah, dude, there was that, like... Okay, can I find this? Hold on. Where is it? Where the fuck is it? This is a big story here in Canada. Okay, where is it? Okay, I found it. Check this fucking shit out. Former Paralympian tells MPs Veterans Department offered her assisted death. This is one of the big stories that made people like really start to question what the fuck's going on with the MAID program. So like, this is a retired corporal. So she's like a Canadian veteran. She competed for Canada at the 2016 Rio Paralympics. And then basically she's been trying to fight to have the government install a home wheelchair ramp for 5 years in her house. And then she was offered I have a letter saying that if you're so desperate, madam, we can offer you MAID, medical assistance in dying. It's like, okay, so veteran, Paralympian, wants fucking healthcare, is entitled to have a government build the wheelchair lift in her house, and the government's like, how about we fucking kill you instead? Like, this story is insane. And there's other similar cases of just like ridiculous nonsense coming out of the MAID program in Canada, which is a big reason why it's so fucking unpopular here. Because it's no longer like it's no longer a situation where people are like, okay, well, we're going to offer this as a humane solution because you just have nothing but suffering, you have a disease, you're really old, whatever. No, now they're like introducing it as like a cost-cutting measure, and it's like, fuck off with that, dude. Fuck off with that. $5, Gamer Nicholas. Thanks, man. MAID used to be a good idea until Trudeau came and ruined it. It's like the rest of Canadian healthcare, from what I've heard. I don't know. I'm American. Canadian healthcare is not as bad as the Americans think it is. I did not catch the PlayStation State of Play. Listen, dude, I've been sick. I've seriously been sick, man. Like, here, hold on. Just give me a second. Just give me a moment, okay? Give me just a little bit. So, like, Let's see. I recorded We Are All 12 Years Old Now when I was sick. I recorded The Anti-Car Movement is Insane when I was sick. I recorded part of the Obama video when I was sick, part of it before I was sick. And then I edited the Obama video while I was sick. I just kind of like sat here like in a fucking haze and edited it. The TikTok Tuesday I recorded while I was sick, and the Bad Bunny Super Bowl halftime show I recorded that yesterday. So I was just coming off the sickness. I've missed so much stuff over the past week and change. Dev, are you against assisted suicide, or are you against how it's being implemented right now? I'm against how few safeguards there seem to be on it, because it really should only be offered to like people who are really old or people who have like physical conditions that mean that they're just going to suffer for the rest of their lives. It should not be offered to like anybody who wants it, in my opinion. Gargling Knives Dev, seeing them reveal the 1 millionth over the shoulder Unreal Engine realistic graphic story game. Oh boy, more Last of Us Part 18. Actually, no, it'll just be like Part 2 remastered again. Hey, Big Dro, what's up? It's almost like the state is inherently corrupt and should not exist. If you genuinely believe that the state should not exist, you're kind of insane, in my opinion. Like, that's kind of nuts. Here, give me a second, guys. Oh, ow, oh. Okay, I'm back. So, chat, what else did I miss? What else did I miss? Tell me all about it. What have you guys been doing while I've been sick and dying? We're invading Cyberstan. Oh my god. I'm buying a house. You can't, though. You're gay. What if we got rid of the state, but also got rid of class and money? Yeah, Mutagenics, man. That's like the new game, isn't it? And it looks pretty good. I'm absolutely living with the Castlevania game. I haven't seen anything yet. Okay, listen. My intention is to return to streaming the video game stuff tomorrow. And I will go back and I'll watch the State of Play that we missed. And I think there was like a Nintendo thing we missed as well. While we were fucking sick. Ugh. God. Dude, okay. You know what I hate about COVID the most? It's the fact that, because I've had it now like 3 or 4 times. It's the fact that like after the initial wave of sickness is done, you still have like you hang around at like 90% well for like an extra week. You know, you're just like sniffling. My physics exam is on the 20th of February, and I haven't studied, to say the least. If I fail, would it mean you have to partial responsibility as I watch tons of SFO videos in that time? No! It's your fault. Go fucking study. Also, how's your hand, Abhishek? Is it still exploded? Jordan, thanks for the fiber, man. Mage should only be offered to people with physical disabilities. The old and injured don't need a doctor's help to unhero. They need creativity. Oh my god. They need creativity. I've seen the Bondi trial. She crashed out. I watched that while I was sick. Yeah, dude. I watched that. Thanks to $2. Fucking Pam Bondi wasn't a trial. She was being she was testifying to Congress, and she was crashing the fuck out over like just the most mediocre fucking pushback. What a loser, dude. God. Like, real talk, the only reason she's even in Trump's cabinet is probably because she gives a real good suck. Like, they're half the fucking people in Trump's cabinet are like Mar-a-Lago bimbos, and I swear to God, they're just there for their blowjob capacity. That's it. Valentine's evening sleeping. What the fuck, Nexalis? Sorry for spoilers. God damn it. Thanks, man. I can use it basically as before, but my middle three fingers and little of it below still isn't fully right in terms of sensation. Damn, dude. Nexalis' girlfriend. Okay. I swear to God, I think there's like more traps and or trans people than like women in my community. I'm fine with that, by the way. Just kind of funny that that's how it worked out. Okay. So I appreciate the support, guys. I appreciate the donos. I appreciate all you guys who have showed up to say hello. But should we talk about some articles? You guys want to read some articles before I fucking collapse back into bed and sleep off the rest of this fucking illness? $10 from Megaleg. Thank you very much, man. Thank you. I am engaged in a plot to get a decent chunk of the simp chat addicted to Phasmophobia. Phasmophobia. Isn't that like that ghost hunting game? I tried to play it years ago. I didn't like it. It is that ghost hunting game. I wasn't a fan. How has your one friend who happens to be trans been? I have lots of those, dude. I have tons of those friends at this point. And no, Naomi is not a secret trans person. She fucking jokes about it constantly because she fucking knows what you guys are like, but she's not a secret trans. Prove it. You just want fucking Naomi nudes. YouTube is transphobic because it won't let me say that I'm going to use Second Amendment force to transition. Based. That's how you fucking do it. I wonder if the Trump administration will actually go so far as to ban transitioning for adults. Because that'll be insane to me. That's like fucking wild. Naomi is out gallivanting with her bull. God damn it, Titanium. You're fucking banned. Okay, listen. But I'm back in the saddle. You guys have seen videos are coming up. Streams are happening again, hopefully by tomorrow. We're all going to be fucking not sick anymore. It's going to be great. So make sure you drop by tomorrow as well, okay? When that shows up in your streams, hope she's doing okay. Oh, you mean Lilith? Yeah, she's doing all right. Yeah, she doesn't have time to stream anymore, but she's around. She's around. Okay. Let's see what articles I've managed to collect for you guys this time. Check it out. Hospital evacuated after an 8-inch World War II artillery shell has been discovered in a patient's butt. Wow. He had some I feel like I just kind of went by that real quick. An 8-inch World War II artillery shell? Okay. He had some explosive indigestion. A male patient arrived at a hospital in France with a World War I artillery shell lodged in his backside. According to the Bumshell report. Oh my god, dude. So he was in a state of extreme discomfort. No shit. That's, oh my god, dude. Is that the size of like a fucking bad dragon? Just gonna have one of these in your asshole? This unexploded World War I shell is similar to the one found lodged inside of the patient's anus. Why the fuck would you put one of these in your ass? Surgeons conducted emergency surgery, during which they discovered the shocking source of his pain. A live 8-inch bombshell from 1918. Wow. The men are lonely. Hey, Schnitzel. Crusty and rusty for his pleasure. Oh my god, guys. Anyway. Yeah. Anyway, the bomb was not deemed a threat, thank God. It was unclear how the antique ordnance ended up in the man's posterior, but experts suspected the combustible could have been the result of a party stunt gone awry. A party stunt. That's what they're calling it now, eh? Wait, this happened again? Hold on. This is back in 2022. Man with World War I explosive lodged in his rectum. Why does this keep happening? And it's France again. Why does this keep happening in France? Why do they literally keep putting fucking bombs in their assholes? It's the same guy. Can you imagine it's the same fucking guy? What the fuck? He slipped and fell into the shower. He slipped and fell directly onto a fucking pile of ammo. Okay, guys. Mom loses $820,000 injury claim. Oh my god, let's zoom in on this a little bit. After she was pictured tossing a Christmas tree. There she is. Dev desires a tetanus butt plug. He yearns for the public gratification and fragmentation. No, I don't. Thanks for the $5. Thank you. Okay. A court in Ireland has dismissed a mother's $820,000 insurance claim after a picture emerged of her winning a contest to see who could toss a tree the farthest. Camilla Grabska, 36 years old, had claimed that a car accident in 2017 left her with debilitating pain, leaving her unable to lift heavy bags and keeping her in bed on bad days. The constant pain in her back, neck, and thoracic spine left her unable to lift groceries, do chores, or play with her 2 children. She sued RSA Insurance on the basis that she could not work for over 5 years, claiming past and future loss of earnings. Okay. But then her case became unstuck when a photo published in the newspaper almost a year after her accident showed Grabska winning a Christmas tree throwing contest. The picture, taken back in July 2018, shows Grabska wearing a yellow jacket forcefully throwing the tree in the town of Ennis in Western Ireland, where the championship based on an old lumberjack competition takes place. Yep. When she was cross-examined in court, Grabska said she still felt pain when she threw the Christmas tree and was smiling in photos because she was trying to live a normal life. But the judge said she had no choice but to dismiss the claim because of the very graphic picture of Grabska's throwing the Christmas tree, which was at odds with the medical evidence provided. I'm afraid I cannot but conclude the claims were entirely exaggerated. Oh yeah, also there was a video of Grabska play wrestling with a big Dalmatian dog for 1.5 hours. Yes. So, yeah. I've been permanently injured for the rest of my life. Throws a tree. Olive Garden cook kills himself by dunking his head into a searing hot deep fryer. Dude, what the fuck is this shit? Message not sent, edit, and resend. Fuck YouTube. Thanks for the $2, man. Sorry, YouTube sucks. But okay, what the fuck is this? Dude. Oh my god. My nose. Okay. An Olive Garden cook has died after he dunked his own head into a searing hot deep fryer, as his co-workers frantically tried to thwart his gruesome suicide. The employee, who hasn't been identified, stripped his clothes off and thrust his face into the fryer at the chain's restaurant in Williamsport, Pennsylvania. A male victim went headfirst into the fryers. Oh my god. I don't have a lot of details. Lots of people screaming, some kind of a burn victim. The cook was rushed to a nearby hospital to be treated for his severe burns. He later died from his injuries. A female employee suffered minor burns after she and several other workers tried to stop the cook from injuring himself even further. At least one customer also tried to intervene. Oh my god, dude. I mean, Olive Garden is a pretty shitty restaurant, but, like, you don't have to do this, do you? Thank you very much, Baldo. What's going on, man? Wonder how good it smelled. Oh my god. $2. Thanks, Big Leafy Tree. Rest in peace. Also, Rancher Honey Mustard. Oh my god. You fucks. Okay. A refuse firm called Lord of the Bins with the tagline, "One ring to remove it all," is ordered to scrap its name by Lord of the Rings lawyers. Okay. So, a two-man waste clearance firm named Lord of the Bins has been ordered to dump its name by the Lord of the Rings lawyers. So, these two guys here started a business together. They were told in a letter to stop all use of the Lord of the Bins name, including on their website and social media pages. Yeah, see? Lord of the Bins, waste clearance. One ring to remove it all. Just call them up, and we'll take care of your junk. Oh, see you later. Have fun, Sean. Fun ruining assholes, yeah. So, the letter was served on January 18th by law firm Simmons & Simmons, acting for Middle-earth Enterprises, who owns the worldwide stage, film, and merchandising rights to The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings trilogy. So, I mean, it's obviously a takeoff of Lord of the Rings, right? But still. $2 from Megaleg. All hail King Anna. Thanks, man. Lord of the Bins. Lord of the Bins. Other trucks all have Lord of the Bins on it. It's funny. The pair went to school together and put their heart and soul into the business. Well, like, it's on their shirts and stuff. Like, they gotta change a lot of branding now. Oh, dude. We are two guys who grew up together and went to school. You see, like, when I saw this picture, this, to me, this said, like, oh yeah, these guys are like high school buddies who went into business together. That's what this says to me. But okay. We are two guys who grew up together and went to school together. We are self-funded and can't afford a court battle. We are facing the prospect of having to completely rebrand. For a small business, it can be detrimental. It's going to be easily $5,000 and above. We'll survive, I'm sure, but the impact will last a long time. Yeah, that sucks. But I mean, it's such obvious, like infringement. You can't even deny that it's obvious infringement. Look at that. Yep, Lord of the Bins. Just, we'll take away all your junk. Yep, here they are. They're doing their work. I mean, when you look at these trucks, like, there's a lot of like scrapes and scuffs. They had to have been using this name for a while. Like, look at how much wear and tear there is on the stuff. Yeah, do not actually try to fight this, because you would lose. You'd obviously lose this case. Okay. What's next? Are ski jumpers enhancing their penises to fly further? Wow. Guys, that's one reason to inject your cock. Okay. The Winter Olympics has long been a battleground for marginal gains. Just look at the International Bobsled and Skeleton Federation banning the new helmets Great Britain had planned to wear next week due to their aerodynamic ridges. Thursday, however, took things to a new level. Ski jumpers allegedly injecting their penises with hyaluronic acid in order to fly that little bit further. What the fuck is this? Okay, what does this even do? What? Okay. I don't understand why this even, like, how this works. Okay. There is science behind the allegations. Injecting the penis with acid would increase its size and give the ski jumpers a bigger genitalia at the point the shoots are measured by 3D scanners. Temporarily enhanced measurements would theoretically mean athletes being given a bigger, looser suit, and like a sail catching wind, could allow them to make longer jumps. A scientific journal published last October said that a 2-centimeter change in a suit represented an extra 5.8 meters in the length of a jump. Okay, it is possible to achieve a temporary visual thickening of the penis by injecting paraffin or... Oh my god. So you just inject your cock to make it bigger temporarily. Then you have the suit measured, the skin-tight suit, and then that means that there's more fabric around the crotch that you need, and that extra fabric is used as like a sail. Can't you just get a bigger suit to begin with? No, I think they like measure the suits to make sure that they're all like standard. This is fucking weird, dude. Okay. No specific athletes have been accused of the practice, but WADA has vowed to investigate if it's presented with evidence of wrongdoing. Okay, including in their powers typically reserved for tackling the use of performance-enhancing drugs is the ability to ban substances that go against the spirit of a sport. I mean, that sounds insane. Do you think anyone would actually do this? I mean, maybe, I guess. What is this miracle drug? I'm asking for research. Yeah. Who knows if people actually do this, but this is insane. I don't know, guys. How do you feel about it? Would you guys inject this stuff into your dick? Okay. Yes. Woman kept as a sex... Oh my god. Woman kept as a sex slave by Poland's Joseph Fritzl had all of her teeth and both of her lips removed, leaving her with just a hole for a mouth. Oh, okay. I understand the teeth. Why the lips? This is fucking terrible, by the way. Joking aside, this is fucking terrible. The woman... oh my god. Okay. She was perfectly mutilated with injuries, including the loss of both her lips and teeth. Jesus Christ. The disturbing new details about the suffering of the woman alleged to have been held captive for 4 years by a rapist monster emerged from the medical reports of the doctors who raised the alarm. Oh my god. Her alleged captor was charged last week with mental, physical, and sexual abuse after the woman arrived at the hospital to be treated with a dislocated shoulder. And her account of what happened during her years of captivity suggests that he was carrying out experiments on her. Yet, she had been repeatedly raped and tortured. Oh my god, dude. That's him, I assume. We're just arresting him and... Yet, send this guy to fucking Alligator Alcatraz, dude. He kidnapped the woman while on a date and held her captive for 5 years in a barn on his property. Blow-up dolls are expensive? Oh my god, dude, what the fuck? Yep. She had lost all of her teeth and had no lips, while the rest of her body was covered in abrasions and scars. Jesus Christ, dude. The woman had previously been admitted to the hospital on several occasions during the year she was held captive, even giving birth to a baby, but she was understood to be too afraid to ever captured to tell anyone about the horrifying plight. It was only after she arrived last week with her face so badly disfigured and began to confide in other patients that the doctors treating her finally alerted the authorities. Oh my god. So, the guy's in prison. The girl's recovering. Who's this? Oh, the mother of the kidnapper. Wait. She's sickeningly overprotective. And there's the father of the kidnapper. So he did this while living at his parents' place? Oh my god, dude. Okay, what are how are the parents involved in this? Let me just read this real quick. Okay, the barn was divided in two with a small fake window and lace curtains on one side, filled with insulation and soundproofing. Tall trees are planted so the barn can't be easily seen from cars passing on the road. Okay. Yep. There's mom. There was never a situation when I ever even thought that someone might be there. So the parents claimed to not even know that they had a fucking girl being held kidnapped in the fucking barn for 5 years. I don't believe it. How do you not know for 5 fucking years? Yeah, because of the trees surrounding the barn at the front, I couldn't see anything. I had no suspicions. That makes sense, because you're a neighbor. Give them maid. Oh my god. Wow. Fucking insane, dude. Okay. Micro-retirement. The new career trend rising among Gen Zs. Wow. Okay. Gen Z workers are paving the way for the next generation of... Wait, hold on. Gen Z workers are paving the way for the next generation of workers by continuing to prioritize a healthy work-life balance. They were set to outnumber baby boomers in the American workforce the first time last year, shifting workplace dynamics and transforming the today's workplace culture. Is this a fucking AI article or like a fucking some immigrant wrote it or something? What the fuck? It has been estimated that 13% of retirees plan to re-enter the job market in 2025. Okay. As the movement, known as the Great Retiree Return, rises, more younger employees are entering into micro-retirement. What is micro-retirement, guys? Let's see what micro-retirement fucking is. Why micro-retirement could be the way forward. The younger generations have begun to normalize a heavier focus on well-being and a good work-life balance, and with that comes a new career trend. Instead of waiting until retirement to travel the world, Gen Zs are taking time between jobs to have time out. Well, isn't that just like going on vacation in between jobs? Like, you work at a job for a few years, you quit, you spend like 6 months on a vacation, you go back to work again. Like, yeah, I'm pretty sure micro-retirement's just taking time off. Okay. Whether it's time off to travel, to have a well-deserved break from working, or to take up other passions, the micro-retirement trend is the latest buzz in the world of corporate work. Younger people prioritize mental health, personal fulfillment, and meaningful experiences over a singular focus on career longevity and progression. Oh. Yep, they're just taking vacations, that's all. But Dev, giving it a scientific name makes it healthy and society aspirational. Listen, I'm okay with people taking things like this. That's okay with me. Like, it's cool. Like, do whatever the fuck you want, man. It's your life. But calling it micro-retirement is retarded. This is considered very unusual in the U.S. 6 months between jobs is considered something to be wary of by hiring managers. Yeah, well, fuck them. Thanks for the Fiverr, Bulb. New goal time. Okay. Start another goal. Okay. Thank you for fulfilling the goal today, guys. I appreciate it. Thanks very much. Hey, YouTube, you frozen piece of shit. Hold on. Why are things not working? Once again, YouTube does not want to do it. Okay, good enough. I plan to come back to the gaming streams tomorrow, guys. Not after today. But okay, so younger people prioritize mental health, personal fulfillment, and meaningful experiences over a singular focus on career longevity and progression. Right. Social media has amplified the desire to seize opportunities for memorable experiences as they arise to and explore the world, pursue hobbies, or engage in passion projects while they're young and physically capable. Yeah. Yet, people are starting to acknowledge that they may work well into their 70s, which is why they're planning to periodic rest rather than deferring all leisure to later years. True. True. Gaming stream only if the DAO is over 50k. Fuck. Okay. So yeah, this is just nonsense. I don't care if people want to take breaks, but the whole listen, yeah, quiet quitting, inventing new terms for things people have been doing for a long time now is just internet brain rot, in my opinion. But okay, let's continue. Doctors pull a 26-inch eel out of a man's asshole after he forced the live creature into his anus along with a lemon, and it started to bite his large intestine. Why? It's like, you're gonna live inside my anus now. Get in there. Get fucking in there. Okay. A man who stuffed a live eel up his backside was left in agony when the sharp-toothed sea creature tried to bite its way out of his digestive tract. Oh my god. Okay. Initial attempts to remove the fish with a probe through his anus were thwarted when medics found a lemon stuffed up there too. Surgeons had to cut through his abdomen to remove the eel with forceps. Oh my god, dude. He set a new record. Wait, that's a lime, not a lemon. That's it turned dark in his asshole. But yeah, that's the eel he shoved in his ass. And that's the lemon he shoved in his ass. Why? Oh my god. Big leafy tree, thanks to the 2 bits. Should have put water wings on it. Flared bases, y'all. Thank you. Yeah, what the fuck? So medics say he would have died without treatment and he will have to live with a colostomy bag for the rest of his life. Eels are animals that can survive in anaerobic conditions for a long time and they can puncture the digestive tract. People should absolutely not insert animals through their anus. Oh my god, dude. What are you doing? What are you fucking doing? Oh my god, dude. That's a lime, not a lemon. Fuck you. I can't make it out. Is that it? Where is that it? I don't know. When life gives you lemons. Fuck you. Okay, let's continue on. I don't want to look at this anymore. Chief of Kenya's film board says crazy gay lions learned how to be gay from humans. Okay. Photographs of a pair of male lions in the midst of what appeared to be flagrant just say sex. Sex on a reserve in Kenya went viral on the internet, and not everyone was happy for them. The chief executive of the Kenya Film Classification Board accused the lions of being under demonic possession before adding that he will isolate the crazy gay animals so they can study their behavior. So, that's right. Kenya's film board decision to ban the Disney Channel show Andy Mack because it now features a sweet gay storyline also said that the copulating lions likely learned the behavior from humans. These animals need counseling because they have been influenced by gays who have gone to the national parks and behaved badly. Okay. There's a series of pictures that photographer Paul Goldstein shot of one fully maned male lion mounting another fully maned male lion at the Masai Mara Game Reserve in Kenya. Where on earth have you ever heard something like this happening? The demonic spirits inflicting in humans seems to have now caught up with animals. This is why I will say isolate the crazy gay animals. Study their behavior because it's not normal. The very idea of sex, even among animals, is for procreation. 2 male lions cannot procreate, and therefore we will lose the lion species. Guys. It's those crazy gay Westerners and their gay demons forcing lions to turn gay. Okay, dude. All right. India once released 25,000 flesh-eating turtles into the Ganges. A plan to clean up corpses failed due to lack of planning. Oh my god, dude. In the late 1980s, India's government announced a plan to release specifically bred flesh-eating turtles into the Ganges River. According to the Hindu faith, there is salvation in being cremated on the banks of the river and then dumped into it. But sometimes the corpses are only partially burned. And according to the BBC, the corpses of those who cannot afford to be cremated are put in the river too. Hundreds of years ago, such turtles flourished in the Ganges until they were killed by hunters for meat. Now the government has begun breeding them on a farm near Lucknow. The turtles were raised on dead fish so they wouldn't develop a taste for the living. Some 25,000 flesh-hungry turtles later, and $32 million later, the plan was a failure. It was plagued by corruption and mismanagement, and though plenty of forethought was put into raising the turtles, not as much attention was paid to seeing they survived in the wild after their release. So they were poached and killed in large numbers. Wow. So, they wanted to repopulate the river with flesh-eating turtles, and they all just got fucking killed. Damn, what a failure. 5 pounds, thank you. Speaking of gay corruption, I just joined, so I wonder if you talked about the Elijah Schaffer and Sarah Stock affair. I have not yet. That will be probably a future video, because that's fucking funny. I did do that video 6 months ago about Sarah Stock's wedding and the controversy surrounding that. I guess the wedding's over already. But yeah. How many of these, like, trad outfits are going to end up having sex scandals? Right? Where, like, you have a 30-something millennial influencer hires on the Gen Z trad girl. Turns out he's just, like, giving her the D constantly in private. Obviously, that's how it's going to fucking be, right? Okay, let's go. Food influencer reportedly dies after eating toxic devil crab for social media clout. Here she is. Philippine officials are warning the public to exercise caution after a food influencer allegedly died from eating a poisonous crustacean known as the devil's crab. Wow. The victim, Emma Emmett, 51 years old, had reportedly consumed the toxic shellfish for a social media video. In the clip, the gourmand and her friends are seen harvesting shellfish in a mangrove forest on February 4th. And then she's just chowing down. Here she is. She was an experienced fisherwoman, and then she fucking died for no fucking reason. The clip shows her biting a sea snail that she cooked in coconut milk along with other critters as a part of a veritable seafood. Was it bula blah blah blah? The next day, she fell gravely ill from the crab's potent toxins, with neighbors reporting that she was convulsing while being transported to a local clinic. RIP. She was later taken to a hospital after her health deteriorated further. Emmett's lips reportedly turned dark blue while she was unconscious. Medics tried their best to save the patient, but to no avail as she died on February 6th, 2 days after eating the shellfish. Yeah, so poisonous. Do not eat. What are you retards doing? If you were such an experienced fisherwoman, why are you eating this fucking thing? Yeah. The crabs will kill you in a matter of hours. Yeah. Her and her husband were both seasoned fisher folk. This is really saddening because they should have known. They live by the sea, so I know they know about this devil crab that's dangerous to eat. Why'd she eat it? Maybe she wanted to go viral, dude. She's like, yeah, I'm going to be the one to survive eating the devil crab. Yeah, this is how I get big on the internet. Fucking retard. Okay. Chicken wings advertised as boneless can have bones, the Ohio Supreme Court decides. This sounds fucking stupid. This is false advertising. I refuse to accept this. Consumers cannot expect boneless chicken wings to actually be free of bones. A divided Ohio Supreme Court ruled on Thursday, rejecting claims by a restaurant patron who suffered serious medical complications from getting a bone stuck in his throat. So Michael Berkheimer was dining with his wife and friends at a wing joint in Hamilton, Ohio, and he ordered the usual, boneless wings with Parmesan garlic sauce, when he felt a bite-sized piece of meat go down the wrong way. 3 days later, feverish and unable to keep food down, he went to the emergency room, where a doctor discovered a long, thin bone had torn his esophagus and caused an infection. Oh my God. Berkheimer sued the restaurant, Wings on Brookwood, saying the restaurant failed to warn him that so-called boneless wings, which are, of course, nuggets of boneless, skinless breast meat, could contain bones. The suit also named the supplier and the farm that produced the chicken, claiming that they were all negligent. In a 4-3 ruling, the Supreme Court said that boneless wings refers to a cooking style, and that Berkheimer should have been on guard against bones since it's common knowledge that chickens have bones. That sounds fucking stupid, actually. Shouldn't it be considered boneless? A diner reading boneless wings in a menu would no more believe that the restaurant was warranting the absence of bones in the items that believe that the items were made from chicken wings. Just as a person eating chicken fingers would know that he had not actually been served fingers. That's stupid. Okay. $5 from Jasso Havens, the new hit movie starring Arnold Schwarzenegger and Sylvester Stallone. 2 gay lions coming this fall. Thanks, man. Thank you very much. Okay. A diner reading boneless... Yeah, I just read that. The dissenting justices called Dieter's reasoning utter jabberwocky and said a jury should have been allowed to decide whether the restaurant was negligent in serving Berkheimer a piece of chicken that was advertised as boneless. I mean, I kind of agree with the dissent. Like, they're boneless. There should be no bones. Also, by the way, boneless wings are just like a fancy way of saying chicken nuggies. They're just chicken nuggies, guys. A mother of 10 was found guilty of keeping teenage girl as a house slave for 25 years. Wait, I think we actually read this one already, didn't we? A teenage girl in England was forced to work as a house slave for a woman and her 10 children for more than 25 years. The woman, who is now in her mid-40s, was 16 when she moved into the squalid home of mother of 10, Amanda Wixon, in 1995, and she remained there until 2021. She was regularly beaten and also hit with a broom handle, knocking out her teeth. Wash liquid would be squirted down her throat, bleach splashed on her face, and she had her head repeatedly shaved against her will. Her food was limited by Wixon. She lived off scraps, could not leave the house, and was forced to secretly wash at night. Like, this is terrible. But I think we've done this story before. The defendant denied a charge of false imprisonment, 2 charges of requiring a person to perform forced or compulsory labor, and 4 charges of assault, occasionally actual bodily harm. A jury acquitted her of 1 assault charge, but found her guilty of the others. She was kept in and prevented from leaving the address, and she was assaulted and hit many times, and forced to work with a threat of violence. Oh my God, guys. She was denied food and the ability to wash over many years. There was a Dickensian quality to the story after the woman, who had learning difficulties, left her own dysfunctional family. I don't want to be here. I don't feel safe. Mandy hits me all the time. I don't like it. I haven't washed for years. She doesn't let me. Jesus Christ, dude. That's fucking terrible. Yep. And she is now living with a foster family, attending college, and has been on holidays abroad. She's suffered nightmares about her ordeal and has a constant wish to clean. Oh my God. Her other children were not vaccinated. They were not attending school. They had rotting teeth and head lice. They all live in squalid conditions. Their children's bedrooms were equally as bad. Oh my God. Okay. This is just like a fucking terrible story. She's going to Hogwarts. Okay. Metal thieves steal a rail bridge in Russia. They just stole a whole ass bridge. Oh my God. Dude. Okay. Local prosecutors say the unknown perpetrators removed a metal structure 23 meters long and weighing 56 tons. The disused bridge is located in a remote forest near the abandoned settlement of Oktyabrskyaya, around 170 kilometers south of the regional capital, Murmansk. The bridge was disused and the tracks were lifted long ago. The railway over the bridge was once used to transport concentrated rare earth elements from a nearby plant, but it was closed and the business went bankrupt in 2007. Residents first noticed the disappearing bridge back in May. Have I got a bridge to sell you? Literally. Yep. A picture posted on the Russian social media network VK showed the bridge was already missing its central section, but a chunk can still be seen resting in the middle of the river, suggesting the structure was first brought down and then taken apart piecemeal. The post's anonymous writer predicted that the 2 remaining end sections would be eyesores for a long time to come. Who cares? This isn't Germany, and restoring order to the vandalized landscape is not high on the agenda. So yeah, someone just stole the fucking bridge. Well, there you go, guys. A man brings a stolen $30,000 harp to Point State Park before jumping into the river. What? A man brought a stolen there it is. Jeez, it's a nice harp. A stolen $30,000 harp to Point State Park and then left it on the riverbank before jumping into the icy water. According to a spokesperson for Pittsburgh Public Safety, police contacted the harps manufacturer using a serial number. That's how they traced the expensive instrument back to its owner. All right. Multiple agencies, including the police, River Rescue, and the Department of Conservation and Natural Resources, responded to reports of a man in the water at Point State Park. Dakota Perry said he saw the man floating in the frigid water, so he called police, grabbed a stick, and tried to pull him out. He was yelling out things like, "Thank God, save me God," and so on and so forth. We were trying to talk to him. We were like, "Hey, come to the edge. Come here. We got you, man." Trying to be encouraging. Trying to get him at least to come to the edge. So that this way, if he does start to go under, we don't have to swim out and try to get him. First responders were able to bring the man to shore, and after he was given medical care, he was taken to UPMC Mercy in stable condition. When we did pull him out of the water, he was kind of not kicking around flailing, but he was just kicking his legs continuously. But yeah, he was beat red for being in the water that long. Police said their investigation revealed the man, whose identity hadn't been released, had brought the full-sized harp to the riverbank before disrobing and jumping in. So, where does the fucking harp come into it, though? He stole a harp, and he just jumps into the icy water? Why? Drugs? Yeah, I guess. Okay, dude. And finally, Taco Bell opening early retirement community so adults can live más. What does that mean? Let's see. Taco Bell is offering a real-world application for its slogan, Live Más, by opening an early retirement community. The Cantinas is a 2-day event inspired by senior living for people ages 21 and older. 21 is senior now? Oh, it means live more. Okay. The weekend getaway will offer a taste of laid-back living and host low-impact activities so attendees of different ages can experience a retirement lifestyle. This event comes as financial woes and inflation have reached a crisis point for many Americans and are key subjects in the 2024 presidential election. More individuals are lowering their expectations for retirement, as 20% of adults 50 years or more have no retirement savings, and 61% are unsure if they'll have enough money to support themselves in retirement years. Taco Bell's early retirement community is offering an experience that modern workers may not have when they reach retirement age. It also allows younger adults to experience living a carefree lifestyle while still in their prime years for activity. Okay, Taco Bell retirement. Sounds good, guys. That sounds fucking stupid. They made a retirement community for their workers. Nice. Doesn't Taco Bell shorten lifespans? Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Okay, chatterinos. Listen, that's all the articles that I've got for you today. I appreciate all of the help, all of the donos you guys have sent over. Always appreciated. I mean, you guys, I've talked about it a lot. You guys know that things are kind of getting lean over here. I think I've said several times now in public, so I don't mind saying it, that like my viewership and income is about 40% of what it used to be at its peak. So I do appreciate those of you who have stuck around and those of you who have continued to support the channel, because this is one of those times when I do actually need it. So thank you very much for being here. Thank you. New video tomorrow. Hopefully new gaming stream tomorrow. God damn it. Even just talking for like this hour and change has already made my throat go back to fucking COVID times. Bah. God damn it. No Tumbler Ridge or Epstein? What is Tumbler Ridge? What is Tumbler Ridge? Tumbler Ridge mass shooting. Oh yeah, the trans shooter everyone was losing their minds about, right? No, I didn't look into that very much. I only heard about it. Stop smoking. No more new Epstein news. What about my super chat? What super chat? Did I miss one? Oh, I did miss one. Funny to me how these tradcon neo-reactionary types end up making the same mistakes that the closeted gay evangelical preachers did back in the 2000s. Thanks for the fireman. Yeah, I agree with you. Dude, a lot of the right-wingers are making the same mistakes they did 20, 25, 30 years ago. It's kind of funny to see. Yeah. Dev, boneless wing mukbang fundraiser stream when? You guys really want to watch me eat shit? Just, Hey, Dev, you gonna be on Adam and Stitch lately? You're mentioning you. Have they? Oh, cool. I don't know. Maybe when I feel better, sure. But no, man, I've still got. I'm still on. God, I'm still on the tail end of COVID. Fuck. I fucking hate being sick. It's all Dave's fault. But yes, now that we're all getting better, we'll come back to streaming again. Here, let's see. Hold on. Where's the... Give me a moment, guys. Yeah, let's go raid Metal Commander, because he's always cool. Get your coffee cups ready, guys. Thank you for the support. Thank you for sticking around. Make sure to spam Metal Commander's chat with coffee as soon as we get there, okay? And thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. I love you guys. Have a good day. I'm going to go to sleep.